Hi guys, welcome back to another detailed tutorial on how to carve your brow. So if you're watching me for the first time, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, and also comment in the comment section if this video helps you in any way. So we will be needing two things. Number one, razor and a spoolie, which is your brow brush. So the first thing you want to do is to put this brow into a frame. So I'm going to link my other videos just in case this one is not as detailed as you want, but trust me, this is totally beginners friendly. So you want to put the under brow into a frame and the brow on top into a frame. You want to give it a particular shape. You want it to have a defined shape. And after putting it into a frame, all you have to do is to brush the hairs downwards like this, and any hair that falls outside the frame under the brow, you cut it out. So what you have to do is to carve it out. So you brush down again, any hair that falls outside the frame which you have under the brow, you carve it out. And then for the top of the brow also, after putting the top of the brow into a frame, you brush the hairs upwards. Any hair that falls outside the top of the brow, you cut it out, meaning you carve it out. Any hair that falls outside the top of the brow, you carve it out. So you want to make sure that the brow usually has the beginning, the arc, and the end. So make sure that you always achieve the arc. It's very, very important because this is what gives the brow a very beautiful shape. So it has the beginning, the arc, and the end, both for the lower brow and then for the top of the brow. So you want to make sure that you take your time. Do not cut in excess so that you don't spoil the brow and you don't spoil your work. You end up making the person feel so sad. Either that or you end up making the person look like a clown. You don't want to do that. So less is more. As you do less, you have to check it to make sure that it's what you want. If it's not what you want, you can then go in with your razor again. Some persons actually use tweezers, some use razor, and then there are some other tools. But today I'm just going to show you all how I achieve this with razor. So depending on what the client wants, if the client wants a smaller brow, you have to make sure that you carve into a frame again, brush up the hairs, anyone that falls outside the frame you've done, you cut it out just like so. So easy peasy guys, easy peasy, not difficult at all. We're quickly going to move over to the second brow. So this is what we have right now. So what I'm going to do is to brush the hairs. You could actually do that just to make sure that you're seeing the shape, her natural shape of brow. So make sure that you carve under the brow, put it into a frame. You're going to put under the brow into a frame. I are going to do the same thing for the top of the brow as well. So when you finish to put the under the brow into a frame, go above and then put the top of the brow into a frame as well, just like this. So make sure that you're cutting downwards, you're carving downwards, you're not carving upwards, you're carving everything downwards. So that's what we're going to do, guys. So after doing that, all you have to do next is to make sure that you pick your spoolie. And the spoolie brush usually has a very hairy shape. This is what is called a spoolie brush. So at this point, I'm going to brush down the hairs. I'm just going to brush it downwards, and any hair that falls outside the carved line, I'm just going to take it out. Yeah, that's it, guys. So take every hair that falls outside the carved line out. So after doing that, I'm going to repeat the same thing for the top of the brow, but just make sure that you have a very clean and a clear cut. Yeah, you have a very clean cut. Do not go in too much. Like I said, you just want everything simple and nice because of course you're a professional, so don't go in too much and don't scar the person as well. So for the top of the brow, I'm just going to brush the hairs. I'm going to pick up my spoolie and then brush the hairs upwards just about the same thing that I did on the other part of the brow. I'm going to brush the hairs upwards like this. So since we've put the brow into a frame, any hair that falls outside that frame, I'm just going to carve it out. So you make sure that you brush the hairs upwards. Any hair that falls outside the frame, you carve it out. So once that is done, you are as good as new. You could actually make the brows smaller. You could leave it as it is, depends on what you want or what the client wants, or it depends on how the shape of the brow looks on the person anyway. So you make sure you have the front, the arc, and the end. And that's it, guys, for today's tutorial. I do hope that this tutorial was helpful. If it was, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment in the comment section. If you've not turned on your notification buttons, please do that so that each time I post, you'll be the first to know. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.